Bob, come closer. Make sure we get you in the shot.
Hi, Jessica.
So,
Cheers.
salud. I'm super excited. So we're here in downtown Fullerton at the Charleston upstairs, which is definitely, I mean, this is such a cool spot.
It is. It really is. This used to be a speakeasy in the 20s.
You know what? I would think that.
Yeah.
I could see that. I mean, obviously, it's probably not the same, but the vibe is getting.
The vibe is here.
Yeah, the vibe is here for sure.
Yeah, you can see like the brick. They uncovered the brick, and yeah, it's a cool space.
So you and Jerry have been on the podcast before with Vinos Unidos.
Yeah.
But
it's been a minute.
It's been a minute, but so many more wines have come out and everything. And I had your Tempranillo, your red blend, which was so good.
Oh, good. Thank you
so
for that.
Good.
Thank you.
But now you have some wines that haven't even come out.
They haven't
to
even
the wine
been
club,
released.
yes.
Yeah. So you're on the front edge of that, which is always fun.
Yeah.
When you have a new release, it's like your new babies, right?
Yes.
I got newborns.
Let me show you.
Yeah. This is my kid.
Okay, so this is the Amistad Sauvignon Blanc.
So the Amistad we've had out for a while now, for over a year, about a year. So that's not new. The other three are. We even have a fourth that it's the cab that I don't have here tonight. But the Amistad is a St. Helena Sauv Blanc. So
Yes.
beautiful, sort of citrusy, a nice sort of guava on the front.
Yeah,
end.
you can smell that.
This is called Amistad, which means friendship, right? Because we envisioned when we always taste it together and then we come up with names.
Yeah.
And we knew this could be a porch pounder among friends.
Porch pounder.
I know.
For sure a summer wine.
It's
for
a
sure. I
summer
definitely taste the guava too. The one thing, I'm always I enjoy California Sauvignon Blancs, but I'm not a New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc fan. They're too grapefruity.
Yeah. And I think they're kind of grassy sometimes too.
Yeah.
California Sauvs tend to be a little bit more fruit forward, which I like. And there's a little bit of acid on that, so it'll pair well with foods. Yeah. Especially, like fish and light white cheeses and stuff like that.
Ooh, what if you did this with like a Oaxaca cheese?
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm always trying to come up with ideas because people ask me all the time, what do I eat with this,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, especially when you're having like my community is always asking what Latino foods will pair with the wines that we're constantly highlighting.
So I think something like this would be, that Oaxacan cheese, any queso fresco based dishes would be good. I think maybe enchilada, like chicken enchilada with green sauce.
Yeah, I was about to say the green sauce would go good with this.
That works.
Yeah.
So anything that has on that lighter side. Yeah. I think,
This is very, very good. I know, I was like, it's raining today. Oh my gosh, what's going on? But you know what? I get some extra time with Bob, my buddy Bob.
Yeah.
But you're also, we were talking about, while I finish this, before we go to the next. You guys you have a tasting room now in Napa, right?
So we're partnering with another wine room, Escalon Cellars, Escalon, and we're going to be there a couple days a week. So it's by appointment only. And we actually we had our own space, and we opened it February of 2020.
Oh my gosh.
With several other wineries. It was a collective called Braceros. And it was really cool concept. And that became difficult because of COVID and the closing and the opening and then the spacing and the outdoors. And I know you're indoor, it's just, after a while it wasn't.
No
we started
kidding.
looking,
But you're also going to be doing something in Orange County.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be doing wine tastings at a place called Soul Land in Old Town Orange. And do you know Old Town?
Yeah, of course.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's very, very cool. And Chris, Seis Soles is
there down the street on Blessel. So what this is, Soul Land is a really unique concept because Mike Salas is doing artwork there. He like rents it to artists to come in and do their work. They have stand-up mic, poetry reading, musicians, stuff like that. And so we're going to add wine to that a couple days a week.
Yes.
And so we're going to be able to do the tastings there, but also we're going to sell wine by the glass and by the bottle. And that's about 6 weeks away. So we'll give more information as we get.
Yes.
We're just waiting for the ABC, the state, to issue all of the complete licenses, because when you do it with food, there's more.
See, we just need a couple more Latino-owned brands out there. We could do a whole wine walk in downtown Orange.
Yeah, wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah,
That's great.
that'd be awesome.
That's great.
I'll lead that. I'll help lead that charge.
And I have to say, Chris from Say Solas, he's kind of breaking ground there. So he's a good guy. He has good wine. And so something like that is overdue. And I ask people, so you know what Next Door is?
Yeah.
It's that app with the
Yeah,
neighbors.
yeah.
So I put that on there not long ago, and I said, hey, what do you think about this? Because we're a Napa winery, it's a little upscale, but not crazy. And I said, what do you think about, a Napa winery being there? And I got over 100 responses.
Oh my gosh.
On most of them, I'd say about 95% were very, yes, let's do it.
Yeah. Super exciting. You know, the one thing that I like, the wine community is already small, but then the Latino wine community is even smaller. You guys are so supportive of one another. That's like one of the things I noticed very quickly when I started getting to know everybody. One, you guys are very, very supportive of each other. And two, like, I've been very fortunate how much you guys have embraced me and allowed me to be part of this community and part of you guys and everything. So awesome.
Well, I learned early. So I used to, when you're first starting, you don't have your tasting room. You're doing mostly events, and I was doing them on my own. And then I said, you know what? There's other winemakers in this area, so I started inviting. Guess what? I sold way more.
To the other winemakers.
And I sold way more wine when I had these bigger events, and there were multiple. And then I realized this is be inclusive. Just bring people to the table. People will follow. It works. There's synergy. You're not twice as better if you have two winemakers, or 3 times better with 3. You're 10 times better somehow.
That's awesome.
So that works.
All right, what's the next one?
Okay, so we name our wines like Amistad. This next one is a new baby. Okay, this is
a Chardonnay.
This is our Chardonnay.
Okay.
From Carneros, and this we named Anhelo, which means like desire or passion, something it can be desire.
Okay.
But it's something like that. But it's something you're totally into.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is this oak barrel aged or still barrel aged?
So it's mostly stainless with a little bit of oak.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you could totally tell on the nose too.
Yeah. So our style is we do like a little bit of that butterscotch, brown sugar, but we don't like the big oak bombs.
Yeah.
Because this is too much.
That's why I tend to shy away from oak barrel aged Chardonnays, because it's very oaky and buttery and just really heavy on my palate. And if I'm drinking a white, I don't want that heaviness.
Well, I think our wines, as you taste through, we always want the fruit to show, right? We don't want to mask it with over oaking or over anything, right? So we want the fruit to show.
It smells a little green. I like it though. I like that smell of the green.
Well, it's a baby.
Yeah.
It's a baby.
It's 2023.
Yeah, and we just we put it in bottles a couple months ago, but it goes through a little bit of a bottle shock, and so you have to wait in order to let it kind of settle and come back together.
I've seen that movie.
yeah, right. And so that's like maybe down here. That's maybe the third bottle that I've opened.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So it will change too over the course of the next few months. It's going to just really start to come into its own.
I do taste butterscotch. Like, I'm not a big butterscotch fan. I'm not gonna lie. I do definitely taste that, but it's not super like in your face.
That's the malolactic acid fermentation too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's that additional step. And so we do a part of that, but we also like the still tank.
Yes.
You know, so that it still has some of the brightness to it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I don't smell like the butterscotchiness. I definitely smell a little bit more green, but definitely on my palate, I tasted a little bit more. I'm just one of those weird people. I don't like chocolate. I don't like butterscotch. I don't like caramel. I don't like those so I don't like I said, grapefruit.
Yeah.
So like instantly, those are what my palate picks up. Unless, but you know, it's so weird. Anytime it says like it has those chocolate notes, I don't ever I always end up getting more coffee than chocolate, and I can handle that because I like coffee.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It's surprising though that you don't like the other thing, because usually people who like coffee like chocolate, like steak, like you know these foods come at you. I'm like that.
Yeah.
I do like that stuff.
No, but I'm just not a big I never really had a big sweet tooth. Even growing up. If I got candies, I wanted like the sour candies, the Mexican candies, the things like that. I didn't ever want I was never going for the chocolate or anything like that.
Yeah.
I was always going for the tangy, the sour, saladitos in a limon.
Yeah, yeah. You like the acid.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
I get you. So we wanted to maintain. We're trying to split the difference, right? Because we like a little of both. So you tasted the butterscotch. I taste the acid and the tanginess to it. So.
But you know what's so funny is maybe I would have tasted, but when you hear something, it influences what you taste.
So we wanted to have that good Napa Carneros mouthfeel, and so that is, it has good sort of maybe green, a little bit of green apple in there, right? Get a little butterscotch. You want to taste the grape, which is a very classic Chardonnay. Yeah.
Now these other two I see are named after you and Jerry.
Oh my gosh. This is so funny. So it's Jerry Martinez and Gonzalo Martinez in Napa. I started with Jerry almost 7.5 years ago, and then we decided to bring in his brother to help him up there. That's the Martinez, and then the Jaureguis, me, and then I brought in my son. So we do Zooms every week, and my son said, "Hey, when we name the wines, we should make one a Martinez in honor of Jerry, the head winemaker, and he could sign it. It'll be kind of cool." And Jerry's such a good, humble person, such a good guy. He said, I could tell he kind of liked the idea.
But didn't want to say
kind of he didn't want to say no. But here's what he said was, "Okay, but if we make a Martinez, let's make a Jauregui." Right?
Yeah.
And then everybody said, "Yeah," and I was like, "Okay, how am I going to sell that?" Because it's a little bit much, right? But actually, it turned out to be fun. We're going to have fun with it, and I just am happy to make good wines and get them out there and let people try them.
They're good. I let my husband, have a drink, and then the bottle's gone.
That's a good sign.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the Jauregui. This is our Merlot from Dry Creek, Sonoma.
Okay.
And what we do is we buy grapes from lots of different growers.
Oh, this smells good. Well, let's say Merlot gets such a bad rap, especially after the movie Sideways.
I know.
It gets such bad. Merlot is really delicious, mi gente. It's very good.
It is very good.
It's a very good.
It's a very good grape.
Yes.
And we blend a little bit, very, very little bit.
Oh, I smell the cherry.
Mm.
It smells so
Oh
good. Salud.
Salud. Yeah. So I tasted it from the barrel throughout the course.
I just want to make sure we're both
That's
in
okay.
here. Okay, continue.
I've tasted it from the barrel throughout the life of it, but once it goes in the bottle, it has all the characteristics, but it changes too.
Yeah.
So I'm always
And even the longer it sits,
Yeah.
it changes and all that.
You know what's really interesting?
Huh.
So wine has moods, and it changes from. Well, I can tell a difference from maybe month to month, especially because I taste them so often. I can say, "How are you tasting today?" Right?
I like that.
Yeah, and little by little they begin, and I can sense or I can taste. Hey, it's a little different today. That's interesting. And so some I've heard some vintners explain that it could be bottle to bottle, it could be slight things, it could be the cork, it could be how much air seeped through, or it could be in the bottling process, and not enough gas went.
Yeah.
People don't realize there's a million things that can affect the taste of wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is good. I'm a fan of Merlot. Like I said, I think it does not get I think the movie Sideways definitely had an effect on Merlot because of how they talked about it.
It did.
But I feel like the more people try it and they're like, oh, this isn't bad, or oh, this isn't oh, this is actually really good, and we need to yank that out. I don't know the people that wrote it. Obviously there was some knowledge of wine, but why did they go so hard on Merlot?
I don't know. You know why? Because it was so popular back then. Because it's such a good drinking wine. The fruit's really good. It's an easy to drink wine, and it was, I don't know if you remember, but it was hugely popular.
Yeah.
And so it was easy to go after, right? Because it was so common. I mean, it's like Chardonnay. Chardonnay took a little bit of heat, not in that movie, but for a while, people started thumbing their nose at Chardonnay. Yeah, wow. Yeah. Chardonnay's good.
Yeah.
But now it's kind of coming back into vogue again.
Yes. No, it's so funny.
So we're not sure, because we haven't released these to the public,
Uh-huh.
and our wine club is always our priority. So
And wine and cheese.
and we're, so we're going to be selective about who we release these to, because you can see on the back. So we in the past year we made about 11 wines. I think it's 11. And instead of making a bunch of a couple, we make a lot of small batches. So like this one here, we did 50 cases.
Oh, wow.
That's it.
Yeah.
Once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
But we have something in back of that, so we release multiple times per year.
That's so good.
Yeah.
I just had to finish that. It was so good.
That's pretty good. Okay. And now.
Now you have a petit Teberdot, which I'm very
the
excited.
petite.
I'm very excited about this.
Yeah, the petite special. They're all.
You know, when I went to RGNY, not this last year, but a couple of years prior, for the first time, and we were walking the fields, and I was tasting the grapes. My favorite grape off the vine was the Merlot grape.
Really? You just had the best taste.
Oh, yeah.
overall. Cool.
Okay, the petit Teberdot. love. Hey, look, we're matching.
We got the memo.
Yes. Can they come in? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't want to interrupt you.
No.
Yeah. No,
All right,
a little
you can
ambient
call in.
noise.
I need 3 glasses.
Okay, so Petit Verdot, this one's called
Okay, so
Gonzalez,
this
right?
is
Or
the Martinez.
Martinez.
And that Petit Verdot is from Russian River in Sonoma. So that's our model. Is we know people up there, and we have a pretty good handle on where good growers are, good fruit, and we're always looking for really high-end, really healthy vineyards. People who know what they're doing, very clean, and we'll pivot. We'll buy something from one guy 1 year, and if he's really good, if it comes out, if we really like it, we'll go back and we'll buy. Otherwise, we'll pivot to a new winery, in which we're always trying to get better.
Wow, this is so good. This is so good. Salud. Oh my gosh. And then it's a little dry, because I like the dry, I like dry wines.
Yeah.
So it's a little dry at the end.
Yeah, but not bitter.
But
no bitterness.
Yes.
I
It's
agree.
just perfect at the end. So, but you still have a little salivation at the front.
Yes.
And then it just dries the back of your tongue.
Yes.
Oh, that's so good.
It's a baby. It's gonna get better and better and better. It's gonna get silkier, smoother, and it's already super drinkable.
It is.
Out of the bottle. First week we release.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to, because my husband uses a smoker a lot. So almost every weekend we're smoking meat. And this would be so good with that.
Yes.
Even the Merlot was really good with
Because it's a lot.
In every scenario, like a smoked tri-tip or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Hey girls. Sorry.
You need to make sure that if you were not following Vinos Unidos, that you are following. That as soon as the tasting room opens, we will make sure to get that information for you. We're going to end up having to do a wine walk. We're going to have to get a couple other of the wineries to come down so we can do a wine walk.
Yes.
So
We're going to do that. I'm going to give these to my assistant, and I'll be right back. That's the new Chardonnay. Yeah. So I'm super excited because we have these, and then we have a couple more wines coming in when are we gonna bottle? We're gonna bottle in June.
I can't wait. I can't wait to
maybe
try
May. So, oh no, what am I talking about? We are gonna bottle later, but we have a bottling coming up in March as well.
Oh.
Yeah, this month.
I mean,
in
my
3 weeks. I'm losing count.
My first anniversé is coming up, April 15th, so.
Yeah, March 27th, we're gonna do our new rosé, and then I think we're probably gonna do a Pinot Reserve.
Very
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah.
Well, can't wait. Make sure to follow. We will figure out this whole tasting thing. Thank you, Bob.
Oh, you're very
Always love
welcome.
seeing you, talking
Yeah,
to you.
yeah, my pleasure. I'm happy that you were able to make it. It's raining outside.
It's raining.
And Jessica came all the way from San Diego up to Orange County, so that's really cool.
I'm a real one.
Yeah, she is. Cheers, and I love that you're here.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hola mi gente, thank you for listening to this episode of the Wine and Chisme podcast. If you would like to hear more wine and more chisme, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Saludos!